Hi, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Ian, here in Beijing. Today is it's a rather grey day in Beijing, and it looks like it's going to be cloudy all day and possibly rain, which for me sums up how I feel this week after the atrocities that we saw in Israel and Palestine at the weekend in the Gaza Strip. So let me be clear where I'm at on this. Some people were asking me. I am pro-life, and I mean the right for every person to live in peace, not the life I might have after death kind of pro-life. I am for the right of life to a decent life for every individual in the here and now. I am essentially for peace. Of all the madness and the propaganda over the last few days, my personal feeling was that the most sensible approach from governments was from actually China and other countries that made a very similar statement, and that there is a need to find peace for all in that region. And that for me was the application of a position that rested most with my feelings and thoughts. If we are not careful, this situation in the Middle East will spiral out of control and lead to a holy war in the Middle East, with weaponry that we have never seen used before. We now have war in Europe, in the Middle East, and on the African continent and beyond. If you follow economics also, then you may know that there is an economic war ensuing and a ticking time bomb of debt built on printed dollars that has every possibility to cause havoc everywhere. If that economic time bomb explodes, this is where the prospect of war comes calling at your door and unseats you from your wee comfortable armchair, and the financial shock will cause you to spill your coffee over your keyboard. Where does it end? I hate to think. But I opened Twitter, or X, whatever it's called these days, and I have never shouted and sweared at my screen so much in my life. It was like opening the gates of Dante's hell. Normal, rational thinking people who I thought had some rational sense and critical thinking, had lost their collective minds and were screaming for genocide on both sides. I don't swear on this channel. I try not to swear, but what I read and watched was every depraved ugliness of humans in the world today. The very words from some officials were actually eroding any moral compass that they thought they had, and it was collective madness in some of the comments I read. And it was on a steady stream, and after an hour it was physically changing my mind. I felt I had to turn it off. It was so depressing. To be honest, I actually wasn't going to comment on this situation, because when people are in this state of mind, rational thought and critical thinking are the first casualties. But I was walking home yesterday and this song came on, and I just started to feel this overwhelming sadness and concern. Now, I cannot play the song because of copyright, but I can share with you the words. The song is by a band called M People. The song is actually called Walk Away. It was written in 1994, and I recommend you find it now and play the song and listen to the words. And I will put the words on the screen here, and you can enjoy that moment and reflect on the coming wars and the peace that I think we should all look for. And while you do that, have a look at this beautiful, peaceful scene here in Beijing. This is Ian here in Beijing, wishing you all the best. Peace out, take care, look after each other, your friends, family, your community. Enjoy this peaceful scene.